Aloha, everybody. This is Joshua Hayes at BigWaveTrading.com coming to you with the December 30th stock market wrap up. Today was a very bullish day, price action wise, and there's no doubt that we can say that. As you look on the S&P 500, we were up 2.44%. On the Dow Jones Industrial Average, we were up 2.17%. On the NASDAQ, 2.67%. And on the S&P 600, 3.71%. And as you can see, when we get close up, the S&P 600 with a lot of strength took out the 50-day moving average. And now not only is the short-term trend changed from lateral to up, the sub-intermediate term trend is still up to lateral still, because even if we go back out here to late October and move sideways, as you can see, from 1029 to 1230, the S&P 600 is still down 1.23%. So hasn't gone that far, but still looks good. The move over the 50-day moving average looks strong today. But I do want everyone to look at one important key ingredient. Look at the volume. Volume is well below the 50-day volume average, and volume has stayed well below the 50-day volume average, except for on 12/08 was the last day the S&P 500 saw above average volume. And if you're saying, Josh, what about this big volume? That was quadruple witching, and that caused the major volume spike. Without the quadruple witching, I doubt we would have gotten volume above average. So we got to remember that ETFs play a major important role in this market now. But as you can see with the volume today, there's not a whole lot of big, tall, green volume bars showing that it looks like a yay, yippee rally. Like it's definitely we've hit a bottom kind of rally. For that to happen, you just need to have stronger volume. And if you guys don't remember what that looks like, go back to 2003. I'm going to truncate it and show you. And as you can see off the March lows right here, look at the big, huge volume spikes. So, do you see those big, major, tall, big green volume bars now after a whole bunch of little red volume bars below average, as you can see, leading up to it? No, instead we see a bunch of big, tall, red volume bars there, one there. Luckily, just nothing going on now, thank goodness. And the index just barely above the 50-day moving average. So you got to keep in mind that this isn't the most bullish thing in the world, but yes, it is. Hopefully we can find some longs during this time to go long to add with the group of 8 that I have. And in fact, I did do that tonight. There are 2 new longs for us to take tonight. You can find those in my new long section. They're both speculative, so don't think that you should go load up on them. But for part 2, I'll go over them with subscribers. For non-subscribers, I cannot show you what we're going long, obviously. Let's take a look at silver. You can see, despite the market's rally, it's still holding in there. Platinum still holding in there, had a bullish tail today. And gold still definitely holding in there, holding above the 200-day moving average, which means it's holding on to its gains. 2-day gain is still 0.7%. So gold still looks good. Silver and platinum still looks good. How does the United States dollar look? Whoops, pressed the wrong button. DXY0. As you can see, even though it was down today, still had a nice little reversal, another tail. If you notice, since it came off the 200-day moving average, very bullish daily sessions. And then even though they didn't move very far, as you can see, this tight movement is an indication of basing. As you can see on this weekly chart I pulled up of the dollar, tons of open body candlestick bars, and then we have tails everywhere on the last uptrend up, and even on the way down we have tails, and we have tails again on the weekly, and tons of tails here on the daily. So that's bullish for the United States dollar, but still you can find charts out there like EBS and like one of our big winners, Q-Core or ANCI, to be long instead. That's doing much better. We're long from June there. On Q-Core, we're long from September. So see how much, I don't believe we have much else to go through. Let's see how much time we have left. You know what, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up there. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up on part 2 from my subscribers. We had a little error yesterday on our FTP server. Then we had a problem actually uploading the video on my end. And then somebody else had a problem uploading the video on YouTube's end. So it was quite a day yesterday. Hopefully we won't have a repeat of that. This is Joshua Hayes of BigWayTrading.com. Very nice rally in the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and especially the Russell 2000, S&P 600. However, there was no volume behind the move, so while it is nice to see the price gains, and I am happy for that, I still would have liked to see volume above average. So we're going to go and wrap it up in part 2 and go way more into this subject. And if we need a part 3, we'll have a part 3 for subscribers coming up. Thank you very much.